All right, peace here. Give some people time to come into the room and we're gonna get started. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Today is Friday. Um, this is day 12 of my 30-day consecutive live. Now, I have to be totally transparent. I have to be honest. Today, I had a very long day. I've been up since 3 in the morning, haven't gotten any rest since. I did not want to do this live. But this is what it looks like when you're pushing through, right? I did not want to do this live. Everything in me said, skip a day, take it easy, but we have to stay committed, right? The key to all of this stuff is consistency and discipline. And these are the talks that I have to have with myself. Like, stay consistent, stay disciplined. This is how we move the needle, even in our land business, on social media. This is how it's done, by being consistent and staying disciplined. Today was one of those days. I just really, you can see it in my eyes. But however, I committed to doing something, so I'm going to get through it. It's going to be 30 days worth of live. We will get through it. Today will be no different, and we're going to deliver the message that we came to deliver today. Today, I want to talk about, a young lady in the comments asked, can we break down how we go about completing a deal from step A all the way to step Z? So that's what I want to focus on today. First and foremost, my name is Ray Smith, one half of the Acre Boys. The Acre Boys are active land investors. Current date, we have completed over 500 land transactions or more. 2 years ago, we came to social and we opened up a program teaching others how to do the exact same things. We have helped hundreds, thousands these days of investors find their way through the land space. I want to start off by saying I received a text message from, in fact, let me see if I can grab this so y'all can see this yourself. I received a text message from one of the investors inside of our community. She just sold a property, her first property that she sold. Super excited for her. I'm gonna see if I can take a screenshot and share this on the screen so y'all don't think it's cap like the young boys say. So let me see if I can share this screenshot, get back to my screen and share this screenshot. Bear with me 1 second. Here it is right here. And I'm gonna put it on the screen. You can see it right there. If you can't see it, let me read it for you. Her name is Colleen, right? She said, okay, gotcha. I got my property sold for 15,000. But my goodness, this process is a little stressful with transferring the deed and HOA into my buyer's name. Laugh out loud. That came in today. All right. So I said to her, let me see. I didn't take a screenshot of everything. I want y'all to be here in real time with me. So you don't think what we talk about, you know, I'm just making this stuff up. So I want you to see it in real time. So the conversation which I said back to her was, here, what's the problem? First and foremost, I address what's the problem. As I stated, inside of our community, we go extra hard to help. She's saying that it's a process, it's a little stressful with transferring the deed. Deed transferring is really not that hard. I understand she's new, so that's why I asked, what's the problem? First thing we looked to do was help. Secondly, I congratulated her. What's the problem? And congrats. And when you can, please do a video testimonial. Why do we ask for video testimonials? Because they help people in social media see what goes on. And it's not us that's saying it, it's people that we taught. That's why we ask for video testimonials so people can see what's going on. so you can see yourself being these same people. So she sold it for 15,000. You may be asking, well, how much did she buy it for? She bought it for $1,200. We did a live the other day saying, how much money do you want to make? I'll tell you the story on this before I'll get into the breakdown. So we had our weekly training. She came to us and she said, I have a 2-acre that I paid $1,200 for. And this is what I be trying to say all the time. We know where to go and find some of the best deals at. This is in tax deed investing, right? We know where to find some of the best deals at. So she got a whole 2-acre in a nice area for $1,200. Area is going for $25,000, right? But $25,000 is going to probably be with a warranty deed. She listed her property for $19,000. She listed it for $19,000. So she said, I'm not getting the property sold. What should I do? So we gave the advice on what to do. So fast forward a week later, she got the property sold for $15,000. She said that somebody had offered her 12. And my question was, well, if they offered you 12 and you didn't take it, how much money do you want to make? Because if I pay $1,200 for a property and you offer me $12,000, I'm going to take it. But she wanted to hold on because the other properties that look like hers were selling or listed for $20,000 to $25,000. So I guess she felt like she didn't want to take that much of a discount. This is your business. You can do what you like to do. We just give our opinion and our advice. All right. So I'm happy that she sold for $15,000. Good deal. Excellent deal. Let me remove that. Excellent deal. She sold it for $15,000. Now, how did she come across these kind of properties? Let's start there. She came across this doing tax deed investing. If you know where to go to find some of the best deals at these denominations, which we give to you on a silver platter, we come, once you're inside, we come, this is the importance of mentorship. Once you're inside, we come and we say, here's the place to go. Here's how you review this place. Here's the deals that you should be going after in this place. And that's called skipping the line. Because if you knew right now where to go and get it for $1,200, you wouldn't be on this live. You would probably be somewhere buying them and selling them the same way she just did. So that's why we say there's a sense of urgency when it comes to getting the education, or not. Maybe there's not. Clearly there's not if you haven't checked out yet, or if you're still on the fence doing your research. Clearly there's no sense of urgency for you. But for me, I know better that once we run across areas that's yielding these kind of spreads, you have to act fast, because this may not be here next year or the next 2 years, although it's been around for a while, right underneath your nose. So you have to move with a sense of urgency. If you looking to make money, let's just call it what it is. If you're looking to make money, you have to move when you hear about these things. I don't know what people wait for. And frankly, these days, I only want to work with those that want to work with me. I only can help people that's willing to help themselves. Some people will watch 10,000 lives, 12,000 YouTube videos, follow you for 4 years, and still be doing homework on you. Check the Better Business Bureau, everything, and still haven't made a decision. It baffles me. However, those that make a decision, these are some of the wins that you could see. So let's break down. And by the way, we have a special discount today, right? To take advantage of that special discount, we don't run these discounts abroad on a regular basis, but to take advantage of that special discount, what I need you to do is text message that number that's on the bottom of the screen, 1-877-250-7778, right? To hear about that special discount. It also applies to my entire program, that special discount. So if you want to go and do some tax deed investing and experience the same wins that young lady's experienced, there you go. Here's your chance to get a discount. since we had the conversation yesterday about should we charge for information. Yes, we should charge for information, was my opinion. But now I want to offer you a discount for those that feel or that's into savings, which everybody is probably into savings. So take advantage of it. So, how do we go about finding large acreage? What's the steps to that? All right. Well, the steps first is to study an area that you want to play in. Okay, Ray, what if I don't know an area that I want to play in? Okay, that's fine too. You don't know an area. We teach this stuff and we teach you how to even pick an area. You don't know an area. Pull up a map. Let's see what's moving throughout the country, right? We tell you and show you how to pull up a map so you can see what's moving. What is what's moving? Things that's selling and things that's for sale. Why do we want to know that? We want to know what's for sale because that's current date. What's for sale will tell us, give us an indication of how hot the market is. Why does that make sense? Because if there's a lot of things for sale, it kind of says one or two things. People are moving out or people are moving in. Ultimately, it says activity. Ultimately, if we see an area that has a lot of things that has sold, what does that mean? It also means one or two things. People are moving out or people are moving in, but activity. You're looking for activity. And you don't want to be in a smoking hot area. Why? Because most people that come into this space and going to buy large acreage, you won't have the money to land these deals. If you have the money, play wherever you like to play. Play in the hottest market. Play on South Beach if you like. But if you know you're going to need money, which we provide money for the deals, you have to go somewhere where it's not going to be buying land for $22 million per acre. Think like if you need money, you have to go to investors. Why would an investor just give you $2 million and you're a new jack? Even if we run the program, if you bring me a deal that's $2 million out the gate and you're new, we're going to scrutinize the hell out of that deal. It better be perfect because we can't stand a chance to mess that type of money up. So we tell people, go find, first of all, how much money do you want to make? You want to make 5,000 a deal. You want to make 10,000 a deal. You want to position yourself to make 20,000 a deal. This is a real question that you need to answer. What is your needs? What is your financial needs? I want to go after deals that's going to have a spread of at least $20,000 to $50,000 per deal. All right, so we need to find an area that depicts those kind of spreads. This is why I like going direct to owner because we control the whole narrative. We go after what we like to go after. We state how much money we're looking to make per deal. I did other lives and I said, if you wanted to go after smaller properties, I'll put you in areas that's going to yield smaller denominations. It all works. So we show you where to go, right? We show you where to go to find these properties. Then you have to do your research on the area. Pick 2 or 3 areas. Do your research, pull the data on the areas. What kind of data do you want to know about these areas? You want to know how rural it is, how many people per square mile, things like that. Why is that important? People per square mile is important because that lets us know how rural an area is. If there's 1,000 people per square mile, that's probably going to be more of an urban area. If there's less than 100 people per square mile, that's going to indicate that that's more of a rural area. Right? Now we just getting our indicators in order. We're pulling data, we're getting our indicators in order, and then we'll make a decision after we do this to 2 or 3 different counties, maybe 4 or 5 different counties. Then we want to pull the ratio of properties that's on the market and the ratio of properties that's selling or sold off the market. Why is that important? Because if there's 10,000 things that's for sale and there's only 500 things that have sold, that may not be a market that I want to play in. But if there's 10,000 things that sold and there's only 500 properties on the market for sale, That's the market that I want to play in. You get it? So we pull data to give us an indication. That's why we say this works even for new people that don't have experience, because we're breaking it down for you step by step. Then once you land at a place that you want to invest in, we send offers. We pull at our disposal. We have the county assessor's office right in front of us at our fingertips. So we can pull an area, say we want 5 acres. I can pull up a county and say, and then go find all of the landowners in that county that owns 5 acres. Every landowner, each of them will get an offer from me stating, I'm interested in buying your property. Clearly, the more offers, the better. We get offers out the door. The offers sort out the people that's looking to do deals or sell their properties. That's why we say we don't hound people for deals. We simply put out offers. The people that's interested, they call us back and say, I'm interested in your offer. We don't text message or put out campaigns through email blasts. None of that stuff. Certainly not driving up and down the block looking to see who have for sale signs or foreclosure signs on their doors and things. We don't do any of that. We simply put out offers and let the offers sort out who wants to do deals. They'll give us a phone call back. I'm taking you step by step. Once the offers hit, we call it mailbox money. It's a great time right now to be in this business, because right now the country is at a heightened state. When the country is at a heightened state or a recession, this business excels. It almost 10x's. Why? Because we send offers, we send money to the mailbox. Typically, what's in your mailbox? A bill, light bill, gas bill. People are asking you for money. We send money to the mailbox. And when it's at the country's at a heightened state, what are people looking for? Things to make them feel safe. At the top of the list of things that make people feel safe is money. So this is why oftentimes when we're playing in rural markets, these land or plots of land that's just sitting there that people haven't utilized in years and they've just been paying taxes on it. This is why this is highly interesting when along came some money to their mailbox for something that they're not using. So right now we're gearing up, me and my partner, not even my program because that's their individual business, but me and my personal space, me and my partner, we're gearing up now to get a ton of offers out because I know right now people are looking for money and to do deals. I can't stress enough right now on a public platform. I'm telling you right now, it's a hell of a time to buy land. So we get those offers out. They call us back. We strike a deal. What happens at that point? They'll send something called a purchase agreement back or agree to doing the deal, whether that's through a verbal, whether that's through a phone call, whether that's through an email, or whether that's to a letter that they wrote back. Once we have that back, we then proceed to close on the deal. When we're buying large acreage, we do not self-close on large acreage. Anything over $4,000, we push that to a title company or a closing attorney. They handle the transaction. They're responsible for checking out the deal for us. They're responsible for making sure that the owner is who he or she says that they are. Once title comes back as clean, right? Let me show you the importance of when you're doing this and playing in an area, right? When you plan in an area that because you've done deals there before, you establish relationships. So the process becomes a little more streamlined because I've established relationships in an area that I've been in for years now. So now when I find deals, it moves a lot faster because I already have realtors in place. I already have title companies in place. I have their numbers in my phone. I don't have to search for new people. So it's important to find an area, learn that area, so you can establish yourself, get credible with the people in the area. But not once have I ever stepped foot in that area. But I've established relationships because I played in that area and I've done successful deals with these people. Why would they want to help me? Because it's mutual benefit. We send deals to them, they get paid for doing the deals. Realtors take a commission, title companies get paid for running title. People like business people that bring business to their doors, as they should. So here's a deal that we got, a real deal. This is this week. This week we closed, well, we closing on one. No, we closed on two. I closed on one today, meaning that wires were sent over, right? Wires were sent over. We made $15,000 for this day. And we sent another one to title today. And let me question that we break down how. All right, let me show you. This happened today. Let me show you how we handle or interact with our title companies, because we've established relationships. Take a listen to the video. This is a chill day. This is a Friday. This is going to be day 12 of my lives. It was requested that we break down how we do deals from start to finish, from A through Z. So let me bring you up to speed. We'll go on the live. We'll talk about how we research and find deals and get offers out, how we land deals and all of those things. But let's fast forward. Now I have ran across a deal. Wednesday, we secured another deal, a 19.7 acre deal. What does that look like? Homeowner, landowner, he sent back his offer agreement, willing or agreeing to sell us the property, the 19 acre, right? So now what we have to do is get title started. We have to contact a title company in the area. Closest to the property, the better, because it moves a lot faster when it comes to title, the closer you are to the property. So I always look up title companies in the area of the property, right? And a lot of times, sellers that live in the area, they want to go to the closing or to the title. We stay home. We have a virtual closing, or mail out is what it's called, and they mail us the paperwork and we review it that way. These days, with all the scams that's going on, title companies now send out mobile notaries to certify that you are who you are. You'll get your package along with a mobile notary that comes to your door, and they will have to see your ID, and then you'll sign the papers that way. So we have a 19 acre. Listen to the conversation that I had with my title company about getting the deal initiated. One last thing. This is why it's important to work your areas and know your areas. You'll hear on this call that me and my title company, we're very familiar with each other because we've done a lot of deals together. So it's an easy conversation. She knows what I'm looking for. She knows what I do, and we just get it done that way. So that's the importance of knowing your area and working your area for a substantial amount of time. Let's go. I have a deal that I want to get closed out, and it's in B. So I'm trying to see, do you work that area?
What county is that?
That is Lauderdale County.
Oh, yeah. I've got an abstractor that can do Lauderdale.
Okay, well, great.
We used to handle the whole state for HUD and for city financial. So I have abstractors in just about every county.
Great, then, because I'd rather work with you than go find somebody new. So I'll send it over. I'll send over the purchase agreement, and yeah, let's get it rolling.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, and I'll speak to you soon.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So that's me making contact with my title company. I've done a lot of deals with them. She's well, she knows exactly what I'm looking to do. So the deals move a lot faster when you have legitimized yourself in the area with the people of that area. So that's that step. We have to get the deals over to title. Once title runs full title, title comes back clean. That typically can take anywhere between, I don't know, 5 to 15 days on average, somewhere in there. Once title comes back, we close on the deal. We become the owner of the property at that point. Once we become the owner, we then list it on the market. When we're buying large acreage, we're going to work with a realtor. right? We don't want to just sell these properties on our own when we're dealing with large acreage. We want to work with a credible realtor that works that area. Pick a good one. I'm giving you all the game. I'm giving you step by step because really it doesn't matter. I can spell it out for you. It doesn't matter. I'm looking for people that's ready to take action, to implement these steps in real time, right? That's who we're looking for. People that's ready to implement what we're talking about in real time. All right. So you find a good, credible realtor in that area, have them list the property for you. You help your realtor by listing it on your end as well. Once you're doing that, make sure if there's price adjustments ever in the list price that you are on the same page, that is being changed congruently. You don't have yours listed for 40,000 and they have theirs listed for 45,000 because if a buyer sees a dual listing with different or conflicting prices, it looks fishy. So be on the same page with your realtor, but it does not make a matter. It doesn't make a difference, should I say, who sells the property. I've beaten realtors with selling properties faster than they could. I still had to pay them a commission because we're in contract with them. And realtors contract, land brokers contracts typically are 6 months, 3 to 6 months, but most of them are 6 months. All right. So you help your realtor sell properties. We tell you where to put these properties at to get them listed. One story, when we put a property up, we sold it in 2 days. Before the realtor could even get the full listing up, we sold it on our own for 2 days and we made a crazy profit on them on that deal. I had to pay the guy $12,000 for something that he didn't even do. I wasn't so happy about it, but we were already in contract or on contract with him for him to be the listing agent. And do you know that mother's thing wouldn't even take my phone call after that's another story. But anyway, you get it back on the market, right? Once it's on the market, you wait for a buyer. And how do we look to expedite that or push the agenda on that sale? We want to put out something that's called neighbor letters. What is neighbor letters? We send out, same way we send out offers to the people looking to buy their land, we then will send out another letter to the people that's in the area stating that we have a property that's in your area that just hit the market. I want to offer it to you for a discounted price before I put this out as a full campaign online. And you give them a special discount for being one of the first to have a crack or opportunity to buy the property. Because typically what we find is that properties that you sell, the highest ratio or the highest interest in the property is going to be typically somewhere within a 1 to 3 mile radius. Depending on the area and depending on the property, that could stretch out further. Make sense? And this is how we move properties fast as possible. If you have a good property, it will move. We find that there's only 2 reasons that property doesn't sell. 1, something is wrong with the property. 2, it's priced too high. So we get in front of it, making sure that there's nothing wrong with the property. Then we're going to price it. We want to make as much money as we could. So we're going to price it according to what the area and the comps are saying to price it at. We'll put it at the top of the market because we can always adjust down. That's easy to do, adjust down. It's a little harder to go up. Although it's your listing, you can do whatever you like to do, but typically it goes down. So start high, test the water, test the market, because we never know. And we want to make as much as we can. But clearly, if you're not selling or getting bites in a certain amount of time, you have to adjust down. And then we go and do the same thing over again. That's the game in a nutshell. So I have a special discount for all of this because we can talk till we blow in the face. until you actually lace your boots up and get in the game, none of this matters. So anybody that's ready to get started, I have a special discount today only. Text 1-877-250-7778. We're in a season of pushing the agenda. We're highly money motivated this season, as you should be. We had a conversation last night on our masterclass, right? Which went extremely well. We had a handful of investors that made some wise decisions by joining our program. We were talking about, we don't talk about economic building enough in our community. Why isn't this a daily conversation? You go to work every day, you watch TV every day, you eat every day, you pay for things every day, but we don't talk about how we can make money on a daily basis. Somebody please explain that one to me. It should be a mastermind 365 days until you get to where you want to be. Why are we so relaxed and so comfortable with being statistically at the bottom when there's opportunities right out here in front of us? Why are we so relaxed with that? I don't know. I'm not. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I'm highly motivated, and I'm the type of person, I take self accountability. Ain't nobody gonna do it for me. I'm not expecting them to do it for me. It hasn't been done for me. And I take it a step further. I come from a very loving family, but they didn't know how to get me where I need to be. Tina Turner had a song that says, "What love got to do with it?" Take me or get me or give me the information that's going to get me where I need to be so I can help you, help my family, help myself, help others. I need the source. I need the information. I need the game. I need to be on the fast track. I hate it when I had to go to work with a passion. I couldn't wait to get out of there. When I started finding out about this space right here, I would come home every night and comb through a list every night. So you have to have a sense of urgency. First, have a plan, put the plan in motion, and have some urgency behind that. Stay consistent with the plan and stay disciplined. We quit too easy. Some of us don't even try. Some of us don't even quit because we never try. We just browse and watch. All right. It is Friday. I'm going to go. If anybody is looking to take advantage of this discount, text message 1-877-250-7778. Right? I'm looking for somebody that's going to put their money where their mouth is. I'm looking for somebody that hears the value. Back to that, should you be paying thing? Yes, you pay for things that you deem valuable. You want the free food, or you want to pay? You want the paid meal that they cooked right in front of you, and they charge. They put they attached a dollar amount to it. If it was an option, and it was free food here, and then there was some other food here that you deem valuable, why you don't have a problem for paying for that? But you put a cap on how much you'll spend. That says something about who you are and your character when you cap what you deem valuable. That's too much for that value. That's a whole nother live. Y'all be good. It's Friday. I'm relaxed. Then I'm gonna go out a little bit and enjoy myself and try to take it easy. Hope this was helpful to somebody. And let's push each other to be great. All right. Peace. Love.